Got to be
See better?
got a little bit easier to see.
How's the video looking?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to zoom in.
Okay, so we were introduced, but I'll just real quickly go over who we
I guess
are.
let me feature.
Denise and Scott, DS, pretty easy to
See how
remember.
back here?
When we first started our business back in 2001, we were trying to come up with a name. And first we thought, Scott's last name is Bernard, mine is Wright, so we thought BW, but I said, no, that sounds like too much like AMW. So we went with DS. And the first day we opened our business, I answered the first phone call that came in. I said, DS Real Estate, and they said, BS? No, it is not BS.
Close enough.
And as I said, we met at Gutman & Middleton as appraisers. We got married, and a year later started our own business. You will notice we have different last names. We're making this really confusing for you. He has the first name of Charles, but he goes by his middle name, Scott. His last name is Bernard, mine is Wright, and he refused to take my last name. So, thank you for that, because he hates that joke.
She was Mrs. Wright.
I said he could be Mr. Wright.
That could be Mr. Wright. We get phone calls occasionally. Is Mr. Wright there?
Yeah.
Or whatever that name here.
My father hated that.
But so yes, we've been in. Scott's been in business longer than I have as an appraiser, but we've been in business a combined long time. We are also co-founders of OCAP. This was about 10 years ago that we joined up with 10 other appraisal firms it's a trade organization for the state of Ohio. I sit on the board there, and we are still members. We have meetings once a month as well. We primarily serve mortgage companies for single families, 1 to 4 families. And we also do some tax appeal appraisals, estate planning, divorce. I'm not real. I just had one where I almost had to testify. I was glad I didn't have to, because it was a pretty contentious divorce. But we do that as well. We also get a lot of calls for cash buyers that they just want to make sure that what they're paying for a property is that it's accurate. We do pre-listing appraisals for realtors if they're having a difficult time listing a property. Sometimes we help them out. And these are our top clients here. I believe that Drew was here last month, and he works for Thrive Mortgage. We've known Drew for many years. I think everybody in Dayton, Ohio knows.
That was Drew, I'm sure.
So, Sham had asked us to explain the difference between the market, or as we call it, sales comparison approach and the income approach. There are 3 approaches to value that appraisers can use. Sales comparison is by far the number one that we use. Income approach and a cost approach.
Yeah, of course, everyone's probably familiar with the market approach or sales comparison approach. You're looking for like properties. From there on out, it's a comparison process. We're charged from our lender clients. They want our comparables locationally the most similar. And so we're combing MLS and doing an appraisal, looking for recent sales of homes that are similar or relevant to our subject property. Or as she says, that might be 2 to 4 families as well. We'll do a market approach on 2 to 4 family. I don't know what type of investment you make. If you're doing anything beyond a 4 family, you're not going to see us for an appraisal. I did some multifamily back in the 90s. I had a 10-year stretch of my career. I have a commercial appraisal license. And I did some big apartment complexes like Georgetown and that kind of thing. For Connor and Murphy, you probably all know Larry Connor. I know of him. But our business just kind of went the direction of 1 to 4 family. And outside of the big apartment complexes, I never cared for commercial work anyway. I prefer residential. So that's the direction our business went. So, but in the sales comparison approach, we're adjusting for differences in characteristics.
The house
Greater Dayton RIA is a great source of information for real estate investors. You can learn what you need to do to succeed. You can learn the different opportunities that there are in the marketplace, and you can meet a lot of people that know about this from their own experience.
It's a fantastic organization because you can network with more seasoned investors. You meet all kinds of different vendors each time, insurance companies, title companies. There's always a different group of people here. And even though I've been involved in real estate since '99, every time I come to a meeting I learn something different. You could also find contractors here. It's just a really great way to network.
The benefits that I've gotten from GD RIA over the years is being able to tap into a pool of knowledge from experienced investors, experienced speakers that allow me to overcome any obstacles I might have from what I'm not familiar with.
In GD RIA, we learned that this is a team sport, and being a landlord requires quite a few people to help. In GD RIA, we found our accountant, attorney, property manager, realtor who furnishes the leads for the properties, and I believe the appraisals.
GD RIA in 2010 to invest. The whole team was there. I had a property manager, realtors who had deals, and now I have 4 houses that are all turnkey solutions. I've invested in private LLCs. I didn't bought a note. So by joining an organization like GD RIA, you too can learn how to be a good investor.
We are an approved vendor with GD RIA. We've been with you guys about 4 or 5 years now, and we love networking with the members, and we're here to help. So anything that they need help with, you can find us here every meeting and ask us whatever questions you need to.